We're going to go ahead and get started here. Thank you. I think I know most of you, but I'm Brianna Goico, the Executive Director of the Mammoth Community Foundation, which is under the auspices of the Mammoth Lakes Chamber of Commerce. So, as you all know, the Mammoth Community Foundation has been involved with Palooza the last couple of years, and we're a strategic partner with what they do. And so I just wanted to explain a little bit what the Mammoth Community Foundation is. I know there's a few foundations that have similar names in town. So just to kind of clarify. So the Mammoth Community Foundation is underneath the Chamber of Commerce. It's existed within the Chamber since early 2000s. And we support a lot of local initiatives and projects in the area that revolve around our 5 initiatives. So that's education, leadership development, community housing, workforce development, and economic development. So obviously, Palooza is a major economic driver in our area. Go ahead. We're really happy to be a part of this, happy to be able to give back to our nonprofits. We have several nonprofits. I think at least 10% of our membership are local nonprofits, so a very important part of our community. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Rich Boccia, the producer of Palooza, to give a few remarks.
You wouldn't miss Boccia. I think you would all know if Rich Boccia was here.
Yeah, so I did just want to mention, so Rich Boccia is a big part of helping coordinate all the nonprofits. He couldn't be here today. Sorry about that. And so Rich Sherman is with Palooza. Turn it over to you.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. And some of you I know and others I don't, but my name is Rich Sherman, and 3 years ago, I purchased Palooza from Mammoth Brewing Company and Sean and Dion. We actually worked on the 2021 festival, so this is my 4th year, and it was a great handoff. And I feel blessed to have come in to the Palooza world. I grew up coming to Mammoth as a snowboarder and spent all my high school and college years coming here and since. And I just feel very lucky to be a part of this community from a distance. We do our event one weekend, but, working with Mammoth Community Foundation allows us to tie in all your nonprofit organizations in a way that we can raise funds for you. And, then you just provide us with the local volunteer base that we couldn't do the event without you. So, I just want to be here to say thank you for all your efforts this year. It was a pretty good year as Palooza goes. I think we've seen with the economy, we're off a little bit this year. Attendance was off a little bit, but I do believe that, we've done some surveying already. People had a wonderful time. It was probably from a customer service standpoint, is one of our best years. Certainly since the 4 years I've been involved, it was just smooth. People loved it. Music was great. Lines weren't too big. It was a really good event. And so we're already, working on next year's festival. It seemed like last year we might have waited a little bit longer, but we're not waiting. We have to kind of find a way for Palooza to keep growing. As all your businesses, that's a focus as we look ahead to 2025. But this year there was 20 nonprofits, groups that organized with Rich Boccia, and he'd be the first person I'd thank if he was here. Him and his daughter Mary were incredible. They've taken that job on with like a ferociousness, and that because he'll keep hitting you up if you don't turn in what you need to turn in. But we are grateful for Rich. He's actually receiving an award from the city of Glendale today for some other volunteerism he does down there. So that's the kind of guy he is. We obviously appreciate the relationship with the chamber. Looking forward to extending that into the future. But just good to see you all today. And looking forward to next year. So once again, thank you, everybody. We appreciate you.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you, Rich. Yeah. So we have real checks too, which I know is what everybody wants. But we have a large check that we're going to do a photo with all of us with the check with the entire amount. So the total amount going in nonprofits is $38,636.50. Yes, very exciting. And so we're going to take a picture with that one, and then we'll do check presentations for each individual nonprofit, and we'll go through that and do a little photo op with the check. And I forgot to mention that we also have some local press and media here today. So we have John DiMaria from KMMT and KRHB joining us. We have Jason and Jimmy over from Sierra Wave, from Bishop, and we also have Jesse and Stu, sorry, just met you, Stu. Jesse and Stu from Eastern Sierra now with us today. So this will be put out in the local media. And so we'll do some pictures. We can get those photos to you guys as well if you want to use them for your organizations. So with that, let's go and do the first picture. I think, where's Gina? Sheena. Okay. All right. Do you want everybody here? Okay. So if we can get everybody kind of like this direction.
This is Jimmy T with Sierra Wave Media at Laughing Bear Productions with the amazing Rich Sherman. Rich, this is the Bluesapalooza man in charge. So tell us what just happened here.
Well, today we were giving out checks to the 20 nonprofits that volunteered time to help us run Bluesapalooza. We've set up a system to where, all the tips, all the parking, a lot of the revenue centers at the festival gets thrown into a pool. We divvy it up for how many hours each group works and helps. And it's a great fundraiser for all the groups. We had 20 nonprofits here today. It was also nice to hear from each nonprofit as to what they're doing this summer and what they've been up to and their longevity in the community. So, we have a great event in town. Everybody loves Bluesapalooza. I'm proud to be involved, but really it's all about the community here, the nonprofits that donate their time. They're here year round and they need a little help. So we're happy to have given out some money today. So,
as a blues guy, Bluesapalooza is one of the best things you can attend, and then you give it back to the community. There's nothing but respect there. I appreciate that hugely.
Yeah, it's been great. And I took the event over 3 years ago. The group that was involved before, they kind of got it started. We refined it. We need to make sure we figure out exactly how many shifts we have and how many hours. There's a science to it, but it ran very well this year. We're happy to have raised almost $180,000 in the last 4 years for the local community.
Absolutely. I learned more from Rich today than 50 years with BB King.
Oh,
I appreciate it very much.
Okay.
Thanks very much. Rich Sherman, Bluesapalooza, Jimmy Tyler. This is Jimmy T with Sierra Wave Media and Laughing Bear Productions with the amazing Brianna Goico. She's the head of the Mammoth Chamber of Commerce, and this is the Mammoth Community Foundation,
Yes.
which is a subset.
Yes.
And we just had a big presentation here. What happened?
Yep. Yeah. So the Mammoth Community Foundation has been involved in helping Bluesapalooza produce the event in some ways. And a big lift that we do is distributing all of the funds that are raised for nonprofits from Bluesapalooza out to the nonprofits. So Rich Boccia and his daughter Mary Boccia are a big part of that process. They organize this giant grid of all the volunteer hours. And so we just had an event just to distribute all that money out to the nonprofits. And we're really excited to be able to be a part of this. One of our initiatives under the Mammoth Community Foundation is economic development, which of course the Chamber of Commerce very much supports. And Bluesapalooza is a major economic driver to our area during a crucial season of visitation in Mammoth.
Yeah. Bluesapalooza is wonderful. You have people come from all over the world,
Yep.
both entertainers and
Spectators.
spectators.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Absolutely.
About how many volunteers does it take? Did Rich tell you that?
Ooh, that number. I know it's 20 organizations and they each bring several. I don't have the actual number in front of me. It's
Hundreds. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And how much? Do you know how much was given away today?
About close to $39,000 was distributed out to our local nonprofits.
So this is a 3-year accumulation of
180,000 over the last, I believe that's 3 years that have gone out to local nonprofits in our area.
That's outstanding.
Yes.
The Mammoth Chamber of Commerce is on top of it. Bluesapalooza, the Mammoth Community Foundation. It's 3 great groups all working together.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have anything else? Good partnership. Great
Yes,
partnership.
Yep. It's
Friends and family and neighbors.
Yes, absolutely. And we have so many nonprofits in our community that, they're not maybe traditional business models, but really important organizations in our community that help, with the community spirit and help both locals and visitors, feel a part of the community and a part of something bigger.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Brianna, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Jimmy T with Brianna Goico of the Mammoth Chamber of Commerce, Mammoth Community Foundation, and Bluesapalooza.
Well, I'm Jason Brown, and I have a special guest today that I got to meet at a chamber ribbon cutting. She is a brand new chamber member. This is Krystina, and is that right?
Yes.
Yes, because it's spelled different
It is.
than most. So,
Yes. The K and the Y.
The K and the Y, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I had it right. But you have a new business in town, and I want you to tell us about it.
Nice. Okay. Well, my name's Krystina.
Oh, I love this. Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you.
Oh.
Elevator pitch.
Oh yes, this is my elevator pitch.
I love it. I love it.
But
I'm sold. $50.
oh,
Here you go.
great. You don't even know what I do yet.
Sorry. Tell the viewers.
Okay. Well, okay. So my name's Krystina. I own Chalk Fox Studio. I am a branding and web design specialist, and I work mainly with small companies. I am, I'm committed to creating designs, branding and web designs that help my clients effectively engage with their clients in this digital age.
Yeah, and you've created some pretty cool logos.
Yes,
You want
I
to
have.
tell us about a few of them, or?
Of course, yeah. If you are driving down the 395, you
Yeah.
will see one of my logos right on the highway near the brewery. I just rebranded Sierra Mountain Center, so it's the skyline, the Bishop skyline in many colors. You can also see one of my logos at the distillery when you're there on like a Thursday night going to see Cloud Ripper. I did their logo.
Cool.
I just finished a logo with Mountain Chickadee Accounting here in town, so I'm doing a lot of things right now. I work with a lot of different companies.
Are you just local, or do you take clients from out of the area? How does it work?
I do take clients from out of the area. I'm currently working with a motorcycle company in the Bay Area,
Cool.
which is super fun. And I finished some work with a client in Arizona recently. So I do take clients from all over the country. So sometimes I work remote, sometimes I work in person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really cool.
quite wonderful.
Tell us about this motorcycle company. It sounds cool. What are you doing for them? A logo, a website?
So I am working on his website right now,
Okay.
and his main thing is providing information about the tracks in town and different parts that people need for their motorcycle. He doesn't particularly sell the parts, but he wants to help enthusiasts find the parts they need and the right parts from the right companies. And he wants to help create community around the track day,
About the what?
around the racetrack and
Gotcha.
track day happenings, I guess I would say. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
How do these clients find you?
Well,
Search.
Google sometimes Google search can work, but mainly my website, chalkfoxstudio at .com.
Put that down here.
And yeah, we can put it down over here, right here, just right across there. Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way people
Here.
can get in touch with you.
So please get in touch with me. My email also is chalkfoxstudio.
Oh my goodness, it's getting
Gmail.
in here.
I know, maybe two of them, 2 lines.
Yeah, you got
But yes. So yeah, those are two of the best ways to get a hold of me and kind of see some of my work outside of just driving around town.
Well,
Yeah.
so what drove you to become a chamber member?
Being a part of the community.
Good.
You know?
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, I think that we're really lucky to be a small town with a chamber. I don't think that all small towns have a chamber of commerce, and so
Well, that's open.
yeah,
Usually they have one, but if like the doors are closed and they have the hours, we'll be here Monday from 8 a.m. to 8:15 a.m.
yeah, the 8:50, yeah, exactly, 8 to 8:15, and ours does
For all five
the
businesses.
community, yeah, for all 5 businesses. So, being part of the community, being part of the small business community,
That's awesome.
as a small business owner.
So as a small business owner and what you do, and a community member, is there anything that you would like to say to the community?
Oh,
I caught you, didn't I?
I know you caught me.
Yeah.
Got me. I guess, thank you for being an amazing community, being people that I want to be around. I've been here since 2017, and I stay because the community is so amazing.
That's well, we tried to get away, but our off-camera cameraman had some really, really important questions that I needed to ask. Tell us about your background.
Okay. How far back do I need to go here?
Cameraman?
Oh,
Generations.
generations.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my great
Sure.
father. No, I'm just kidding.
Dreamed of it.
Dreams of the internet. Yeah, exactly.
Well, just a little about you.
Okay. I actually grew up in a small town, kind of very similar to Bishop. It's
Okay.
the same high desert valley under a range. I grew up in Montrose, Colorado. I originally went to college for sculpting, and then ended up coming out here to be a mountain guide.
Okay.
Where I guided a lot.
Damn, that just.
I know.
My next question was going to say, what brought you here? Okay. Anyway.
Exactly. The
mountain guide.
mountains, the climbing, all of that. And, I decided that it would be nice to sit down at work here and there. And
Instead of always going up
yeah, exactly.
and then down.
Exactly. So I went back to school for something that felt like that I could be an artist
Okay.
and also, help the community, help be a part of the community, or help my friends. And I decided to go back for graphic design, marketing, and advertising.
Cool.
And so during the pandemic, I did a lot of school and made a lot of websites and logos for school, basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells us everything that I was going to ask, because that was your education, your training, and your experience.
Oh,
so
do you see it
I
there?
guess the next question is what's the value that you bring to companies with the work that you do?
Yeah. I think the biggest value that I really bring to companies is I save small businesses time. I make sure that they are not just endlessly making website edits themselves. I come in, I create a streamlined process for us to build the website, and then for me to also hand it off.
Right.
I think it's good to note that all of my clients can go get on their website and make edits, change text. I think they call me often for big edits,
Right.
but that's what I'm there for. So they don't have to make those big edits. Cool. But yes, I do that. That's kind of in the website realm, and then with the branding realm.
So my next question: how'd you become a brander?
Yes. So branding was just the art, and I connected with helping companies become to stay consistent with their visuals and look good online, look professional. It brings me joy when I feel like I've helped somebody set up a system so they can post on Instagram and consistently look the same if they're making posters.
Right.
And
So, but you're watching, because you'll notice that in this industry, you'll create it, you'll brand it, you'll tell them how to do it, and then
yeah.
a couple months later, they'll be straight. You stay on top of them?
Well, I'd stay. Yes, if they want me to help them stay on top of them, I will definitely do that. I think that it's I create a system, right? And also templates. So something where they don't have to stray.
Okay.
They just go in there and change some text around, and then there's no choice. They can't stray.
Awesome.
That's the hope.
Well, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
once again, I have Krystina in, and she has a web design logo studio, and she's a brand new chamber member, and we want to thank you again for coming.
Another hand.
But we were going to delete the other one.
Sorry.
Now we know. Yep, this is an insert. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Keeping it real with us. I'm Jason Brown. This is Skippable News.
Hello, this is Jimmy T with Eye on Furry Humans and Furry Friends, and we're here with the amazing Lindsey Stine.
Hello.
And we have Pooh, Winnie, and Rue. Come back here, Rue. These are three amazing little critters from the same litter, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
About how old are they?
So they're about 9 weeks now. We've had them for a couple of weeks, so they're definitely growing. They came in with mom and uncle. So mom is at the shelter as well. And as you can see, they're pretty busy and they're just cute little puppies.
What are they?
So they're a little bit of a mix. So they're a little bit of a lab mix and little brindley color.
Yes. I'm trying to remember the name of the dog that has the brindling. It dropped out of my brain. So you have so are mom and uncle available for adoption as well?
Yes.
And how many were in the litter? Just the 3.
I believe there was one more, which he was successfully adopted out.
Awesome. That's great. Yes, all the ones you bring that I like seem to get homes.
Yeah, I believe his name was Piglet.
Hey, go back here. And so how many other dogs do you have for this?
Currently this time we have 26 dogs in the shelter, and we have about 20 to 25 cats in the shelter, and then we have about another 20 out in foster. So we're still definitely brimming at the full capacity still.
No, it seems like your numbers went up. Is now the time that people are...
Yeah, we've definitely taken in some more, a lot of puppies right now, and cats. So yeah, it's just the time of year, it ebbs and flows a little bit.
Now, when you guys want to adopt Pooh, Winnie, or Roo, which one? Is that right? What do they do to?
So they would, if they would like, they would go over to the Big Pine Inyo County Animal Shelter, or you could call at 760-938-2715 and ask any questions, schedule a visit, and get to know these little puppies and see if they're a good fit for you. And there's also fostering available, and you would call the shelter to find out more information and fill out the application. And then the shelter is closed to the public on Monday, but Tuesday through Friday, they're open 10 to 3, and then Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 4 p.m.
But I'm sure you'd make a exception if somebody said, I want to adopt right now.
Oh, yeah. We definitely can work with anyone in the public. If there's somebody that really is just needing to come up and adopt a dog or a cat, we definitely can make some exceptions on that, yes.
Now, are you affiliated with the animal hospital that's doing the low-cost vaccines in about 3 weeks?
So we partner with Bishop Vet. Yes. So, yeah. And then we did on the Inyo County Animal Shelter Facebook page share the vaccine schedule and where that's going to be held and located. So yeah, we are definitely, and Animal Shelter does show up during the vaccine clinic to provide pet licensing and information. Yeah. So, and get your pet licensed and,
Yeah.
and get them vaccinated all at the same time.
Everyone's a critic of our carpet and our furniture. Yeah, because the vaccine clinics, not that I'm cheap, but that's a great way to save a little bit of money.
Yes, definitely. It definitely helps, especially with anyone that is looking to get back, multiple pets vaccinated at once. That's a really good way to do it. And then just a reminder, spay and neuter your pets. That will definitely help with the animal shelter and the amount of animals that we see at any given time.
And when do you normally work? When does distemper show its ugly head? Is there a season for that?
It can start coming into play. It's usually around the springtime. But anything like distemper or rabies, definitely going to keep an eye out for those symptoms. And if you see any of those symptoms in your dog, definitely get them to the vet. And yeah, don't wait on that.
Cool. PIO Lindsey Stine, thank you very much for coming. In the back is the amazing Harley, and this is Pooh, Winnie, and Roo, and they're ready to go home with you today.
Yes, they are. They're ready.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for bringing all 4. This is Jimmy T with ION Inyo Furry Humans.
Hello, this is Barry Simpson, Inyo County Superintendent of Schools, and this is ION Inyo Education. Each month, I like to come in and talk with our community about some of the great things that are happening in our school districts across the county. And once again, I have some wonderful things to share. Our science camps for our 5th and 6th graders are going like crazy this month, and we're really excited about that. The children just enjoy being in the outdoors and doing wonderful hands-on science experiences outside of Big Pine at the Bernasconi Science Camp. So we're happy to report that that's all going great. Our job spot is serving adult learners across the county from Lone Pine, and now we've expanded into Mono County. Really pleased to share that with you. And I'd like to share that we have a wonderful upcoming fundraiser, which is happening at the BUHS School Farm, and it's called the Halloween Spooktacular. And it's a great event, and it's an event that's put on by the Foundation for Excellence, which raises money to help our teachers in the Bishop schools provide those extra things. They've also done a number of technology projects over the years, and it's really a fun event as it's happening this Saturday, October 4th, from 4:30 to 7 p.m. If you get an opportunity, the kids do a great job out there decorating the school farm, and so it's really a lot of fun. So please join us at that event. The other thing I'd like to talk to you, you may have seen a few signs around Bishop, and perhaps you've heard about some of the facility bond issuances that are taking place in Independence and Lone Pine. Those are measures R, S, T, and U, T in Independence and U in Lone Pine. And those bonds are going to help our schools repair much needed facility projects. What the community really needs to understand is that our facilities are now, some of the buildings, like the main building at BUHS, is well over 100 years old. Other buildings, like the Home Street Middle School buildings in Independence and Lone Pine, are upwards of 70 years old. And it's a testament to our maintenance staffs across the county that we've been able to maintain those facilities for a very long time. But we're at the point now that there are just projects that need to take place, and we need to ask for the community's help. We realize that a raise in property tax is nothing that anybody wants. We hate to have to go out to our community, but I like the community to understand this is the one mechanism for our school districts to raise this kind of money. There are no state funds that come to the school districts for facilities. Our school budgets are primarily the people that work in our schools. So there isn't extra money to do these major projects that need to happen. Infrastructure, bringing those school districts up to code, making sure that our students with disabilities can get in and out of buildings, roofs that are have been repaired over and over that continue to leak, infrastructure like plumbing and electricity. With the new technology that's changed, we need to upgrade these facilities, and it's incumbent upon our community to come together for our students to make this happen. So I hope that you will take some time to really consider voting yes on each of these measures, because they're so important for our students, for our staffs, and for the children in the future. And so please, I hope that you will consider, and I want to thank you for voting for R, S, T, and U. So that's all I have this month, and please tune in for future announcements and updates. And so once again, it's always my pleasure to serve as your superintendent. Thank you.
Go wild in IMAX. The Wild Robot is the best animated movie of the year.
To survive, we must become more than we were programmed to be.
The Wild Robot, rated PG, in theaters now.
Let's give the people what they want.